Okay, you guys, I'm just bringing some attention and going through what the new findings are for little baby Dane Pearson. This is going on the 7th day, searching for the 2-year-old Oregon boy. It continues into the 7th day. Today is March 7th, 2025. And this report was updated at 6:15 a.m. And here are the divers. They had found evidence that little baby Dane's footprints were at the river's edge. And when he went missing, it was raining and the current was pretty swift. The search for 2-year-old Dane Paulson, who went missing from his Silitz, Oregon home, has entered into the 7th day with no sign of the young boy. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office shifted its search to nearby Silitz River after finding evidence suggesting Paulson may have been near the river's edge before he disappeared. Moments before Oregon boy reported missing. Paulson was reported missing on March 1st after he was seen playing in his yard near milepost 21 on Silitz River Highway. However, deputies now say that Paulson was not in his parents' line of sight when he went missing. I believe the mother was going over to care for her elderly father who has I believe it's colon cancer. She walks over every day around the same time to give him dinner. So she could have just, ran over real quick. The dad lives on the same property on the trailer behind the home. So I'm sure it's been a routine where she just quickly runs over, gives her dad his dinner, and comes back and just, little Dane's still playing in the yard this time. She may have taken too long, or little Dane just, maybe something caught his attention and drew him over to the riverbank. I don't know, but... And then also, just a side note, is that their home was publicly published for rent for strangers to see. And there's also a campground across the street. So there are opportunities for strangers to come by. And in the listing, the for rent listing that they have published, in the front yard of one of the pictures, it does say child at play. So I'm not saying that anybody abducted the little boy. I mean, obviously law enforcement thinks seen his footprints at the riverbank's edge, or his shoe print. So they are definitely trying to search that area because they believe that he fell into the water. I just wonder what drew him there, because it seems like the mother pretty much was a routine to go give her dad dinner. So I don't know. The sheriff's office said that at the time of his disappearance, Paulson was wearing a gray fuzzy hoodie with little ears, and blue and white shoes and black pants. He has brown hair and green eyes. Oh, I hate that. Several local agencies joined the search, including law enforcement from Clackamas, Polk, and Lane counties, as well as Oregon State Police. I probably just butchered that name there. On Tuesday, Sergeant Jason Spano of the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office confirmed that the search was focusing on Silitz River, with deputies deploying drones, divers, boats, and canines. So far, the evidence available indicates Dane was at the river's edge before his disappearance, Soprano said, and was reported by a newspaper. Because of this, we will be focusing majority of our ongoing resources on searching the Silitz River. Isn't that sad, you guys? Oh. The Licking County Sheriff's Office is asking anyone with helpful information to call 541 265 0669. And this is little baby Dane. It looks like that they took him somewhere to have fun. He's holding a little bit of grass there in his little hand. He looks big for a little 2-year-old, but look how sweet and precious his little face is. You could tell he's definitely a little toddler that's always on the move, for sure. And I hear sometimes in chats that people are beating up the mom for leaving this little boy alone in the yard. And, it's very sad story to hear. Accidents do happen, and, you can't keep your eye on your kids 100% of the time. So I'm sure that this mother felt safe enough just to run over to her dad's, give him dinner, and come back. And, and little Dane would stay put. But, sometimes doesn't work out that way. But this mother has been so frantic and so upset that she still cannot address the media yet. So this is just my opinion. I don't feel that we as a society should beat her up for it. She's also a restaurant owner, her family, and they're trying to run a restaurant. She's trying to take care of her sick elderly father, who I believe has colon cancer, trying to just give him dinner and come back. And I'm sure she thought that he was safe. The front yard is fenced in and gated. The sides, however, are not. Just the front part where it goes along the highway right there, that little street highway. It is in a desolate country area, so I'm sure she thought that she could just run over like she would always do to give her dad, his dinner, and he would be fine. But that's definitely not the case. So I think we should be humbling and show a little bit of mercy for her, because as a mother or a grandmother, that you would be beating yourself up more than anybody can do it to you. So I think that maybe we should show a little bit of understanding and kindness to her and the family. This is definitely a tragedy, and it's a really sad situation. And this is one of the prayer vigils they had while the search was going on for little baby Dane. This is really sad to see. It's heartbreaking. This is their home. This is the front of their home. And like I said, this home is listed. If you look up their address, it pops up as listed as apartments for rent. But it is their home. This is definitely their home. And it says apartments for rent. It gives their address. And in one of the photos, it says right there at the gate where one of the trees are, it's leaning against a tree, that that must be the maybe that's the grandpa right there, that there's a child at play. So if you were to drive by to look at this quote unquote apartment for rent, which it looks to me to be a house, that you would know that there's a child here in the yard, and maybe you drove by a couple times and seen him playing in the yard by himself. You just never know. But there's evidence that he's at the river's bank. But I just wonder what drew this little child to the riverbank. And here's the bridge. And the river that they're looking for flows under this bridge. And you could tell there's banks that they can go down here on the sides too. Right down there. But according to the weather forecast, it had been raining a lot, and the current had been flowing. See, it's raining right here. The first and second days that they were searching, maybe even the third day. But Look how wet it is. So you know that the river current is going pretty fast. So, and here is more of the visual that they had for little baby Dane. I think this was the second day visual. And they are, their property is next to Native American reservation. And so that is one of the Native American songs that they're saying, or one of the chants that they're saying for little baby Dane to be found. And these are the people. And this guy, look at him. He looks a little sus, doesn't he? This big guy right there. Or maybe even the guy behind him. I don't know. They always say that if somebody if there's a killer or a abductor, they always come to these vigils. So when I see pictures of vigils and there's a missing child, I always try to look in the backgrounds to see if I see anything suspicious. I can't help it. And this lady, I think she's with a search and rescue and she's running. We've got people with walking sticks. The community really showed up for little baby Dane to try to find him, but they're getting ready to go down to the riverbank and search. Here's the river. Look at that river, you guys. Look at that river. Look how wide it is. And this river is actually 30 miles from the bay, and then the bay filters out into the ocean. So I feel like, and this is just my opinion, and this, as you can tell, has been taken on one of the rainy days. And look at that current. See that current flowing down? If he did fall into this river, I really do not think he's still close by. I think he's probably halfway down towards the bay, because that's the direction the river is flowing. I don't think he's still up in his area where he lived. If that current swept him down, he's probably halfway to the bay by now, or even maybe closer. What's that? What is that in there? Is that what is that? Is that somebody's house? Is that their house? That must be their house, maybe. I don't know. That does look like a big drop-off, don't it? Here's some of the search and rescue people on their boats looking for baby Dane. Look at that current. See that current right there? See that current right there? That current is just a-going. Look at that. Yeah. I think he's got sweat. Look at that. Look at the current. You guys, look at that current. This poor man here. We've got a bag, or all these must be flippers. Got everybody out looking for this baby, but look at this current, you guys. Look, I want to show you. See that current right there? That is big time fast, and it's because of all the rain. And here's all the divers. Oh, look at see all the yellow flippers? Those are the divers' flippers down there looking for him. Maybe they're hoping, maybe if he did get, I'm maybe not hoping, but they're wanting to find him. So they're thinking or focusing on all this debris that's in the water. Maybe his little body got caught up in the water, got caught up in one of these debris. But they're focusing on this one area, but I don't know why they're focusing on this area when they could just, if he got caught by the current, he's not going to be in this area anymore. Anyways, so that's the update. No news yet. He's still missing. So if anybody has any information, please call the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office, and the number there is 541-265 0669. All right, you all. Let's say a little prayer for little baby Dane and hope that he is found. The best outcome would be maybe somebody has him and decides to let him go. The worst outcome is that he fell into the current water and the current took him, and if they don't find his body soon, it will wash down into the ocean. And then, there's really no hope after that. So, all right, you guys, say a prayer for this family. Please be kind to the mom. She's beating herself up. Nobody can say anything to console her, and no one could bash her for what she's done more than what she's doing to herself. So, you guys, let's show a little bit of understanding and kindness, and let's just pray that this little boy is found. All right, love you all so much. Thank you all for all the love, support, prayers, and encouragement. Until next video, let's hope our next video is a good one for this little baby Dane. All right, love y'all. Bye now.